We're hoping that they start putting more all over the city.
Well, Stephen, let me pick my cigarette butt up off the sidewalk. You want to go have a closer look, and I can put this in this.
Asking the federal government for assistance in finding space for those who would otherwise be left out in the freezing cold. With the shelter occupancy rate hitting nearly 100%, it was clear the system was strained. City Councilor Kristen Wong-Tam calls today's event critical, but in looking ahead to this winter, she says city staff are already preparing for what's to come, but she still has some concerns.
The city still needs to find additional shelters facilities. That is an ongoing challenge. Even though we put 1,000 shelter beds into the 2018 budget, the staff were not able to spend it all. It's still basic down to finding the appropriate sites, getting it all built, getting it ready and programmed and open for this winter. And of course, because we've fallen short of that goal, which was a big story last winter, this is why I do feel some anxiousness, is that we're not as prepared as we should be.
Today's event was made possible by an army of over 400 volunteers and service providers, including the City of Toronto. Based on an assessment from 2013, Homeless Connect Toronto estimates there to be about 5,500 homeless people sleeping outdoors or in some sort of facility in the city. When the organization first started this event in 2013, it attracted about 200 people. There's now 5 times that amount.
A lot of times we walk by people in the streets, they feel forgotten, and so for us, we're giving them a place where they can talk.
There's no one who isn't at risk for being homeless. I mean, it can just take one bad paycheck.
How do you feel when you leave?
Great, like a new person. Good, relaxed, and happy.
Now, a vital component of this one-stop shop is clients who were able to use a service here today will be able to access these services year-round with the help of Homeless Connect Toronto. For City News, I'm Faiza Amin. From
Hello, and welcome to another episode of your Human Service News and Information. I'm Hasson, Rashid, your host, and I'll be here waiting for approximately 25 more minutes. You know, it's always excellent being here with you, and it's such an awful great achievement to come into lives like we do here daily at CCTV. And with that, I extend once again international universal cordial of peace out to you. Peace be unto you, and thank you once again for joining us for your Human Service News and Information. Okay, right now I'd like to just turn to a few things that's happening right here at CCTV before I get into the subject okay, of our broadcast today. Right now, the CCTV has a course coming up tomorrow, and it's given by Patricia Egas, and it's entitled Making Your Website with WordPress. So you don't want to miss that. You still have time to register for that course. You can register by calling 617-661-6900. That's 617-661-6900. WordPress is one of the world's most popular web design tools. It's free, easy to use, and it creates professional looking websites. In this introductory class, you learn how to start a WordPress account, create pages and posts, insert multimedia, and control your website look and feel. Whether you like to create your own website from scratch or gain technical knowledge to maintain a website for a future employer, this is a class for you. So there's still a little time for you to register for this class. There's 2 sessions. There's one on Thursday. Well, that's tomorrow. from 6 to 9, and then there's another class on January 24th and the 31st with the Patricia Egas, okay? So, once again, if you'd like to enroll, you can call. You still have time to enroll for this class. You can call by 617-616-6900. Okay, and number two, the second thing I'm in mind here concerning what's going on here at the CCTV is data storage option for people over 50. Cost $15, and that's Wednesday, February 13th, 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. Once again, that's data storage options for people over 50. Deciding where and how to store your digital files, photos, document, music can be challenging from mega to terabytes. Google Drive to external hard drives. This course will just demystify the madness and help you choose which storage methods or devices that best fit your needs. Registration is required. Please email Shaney, that's Shaney, CHEYENNE at cctvcambridge.org, or call our front desk, and that number is 617-661-690 to register. So you can call the front desk about anything that you hear me announce concerning classes or anything else here at CCTV, and that number once again is 617-661-6900, and that's to register. So that's once again data storage options for people over 50. You got plenty of time to sign up for this one, so it doesn't start until Wednesday, February 13th, 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. That's cost us $15. So for additional information, you can call, like I said, the front desk, 617-661-6900 to register, or for any other thing that concerns you about CCTV. Okay, once again, I'm Hasson Rashid, and you know this is your Human Service News and Information broadcast at the CCTV, 438 Massachusetts Avenue. Human service industry leads in diversity, lags in pay though. Okay, the Providers Council and the University of Massachusetts, the Providers Council used to be an organization titled the Massachusetts Human Service Providers Council, but now it's just, they cut their name down just to Providers Council. And the Providers Council and the University of Massachusetts Donahue Institute on Wednesday released a news report, The Face of Human Service Sector, the face of the human service sector, during a forum with state officials and industry experts. According to the data, the human service industry is primarily made up of women, more ethnically and racially diverse, more likely to employ persons with disability, and has no workers living at 150% of the federal poverty level than all other Massachusetts industries. The report findings were presented by UMass Donahue Institute Senior Research Manager and report author Christina Centeno, who said that there are now nearly 180,000 jobs in the sector, and projections suggest that almost 150,000 workers. It is the sixth collaboration between the council and the UMass Donahue Institute. Okay, so they got together and released a new report entitled "Face of the Human Service Sector." So I imagine you can Google that, go on the website, search engine, and get that. Okay, continuing with the Providers Council. The Providers Council surveyed its statewide human service membership on legislative priorities prior to the start of the session. Their legislative agenda is based on input from our members, public policy committees, executive committees, board of directors. The council's priorities for the legislative session are as follows. Okay, so the Providers Council will file 4 pieces of legislation this week that comprise its 2019 to 2020 pro-workforce legislative agenda. These bills include, number 1, fair play for comparable work, education loan repayment program, health insurance aggregation, and exemption from EMAC supplements. So going back to fair play for comparison work, the bill that they just filed, which will be filed in the House by Representative Kay Khan, in the Senate by Senator Cindy Friedman. The bill is scheduled to fully eliminate the pay disparity between state workers and those employed by community-based human service nonprofits who are doing similar work under state contracts, providing care and services to residents on behalf of the Commonwealth. The second bill that was filed with the legislation. Legislation. Okay, that's the House. Okay, but the second bill is entitled Education Loan Repayment Programs, to be filed in the House by Representative Jeffrey Roy and in Senate by Senator Eric Lesser. The bill will create educational loan payment program for human service workers who work under state contracts to serve clients on behalf of the Commonwealth. The third bill, the health insurance, titled Health Insurance Aggregation, is to be filed in the House by Representative Jack Lewis and the Senate by Senator Sal Domenico. Would deem the Providers Council a qualified association and an approved small business purchase cooperative, allowing the association to aggregate human service providers of any size for the purpose of securing more competitive rates when buying health insurance. So the fourth and final bill that they filed this year, entitled Exemption from EMAC Supplements, is to be filed in the Senate by Senator Michael Moore, and then House Representative Cassidy would exempt community-based human service organizations from making EMAC supplement payments. Information about the Council's legislative agenda is available in the public policy section of the website. So you can go to the website for additional information. That's providerscouncil.org, okay? If you have any questions, the Council Pro Workforce Legislative Agenda, please email Bill Yelenick at bill@providers.org. That's bill@providers.org. So the Providers Council is the biggest human service trade organization in the state, and it's comprised of human service organizations, agencies from all over the state. Okay, so once again, there are 4 bills that they just filed in the legislation, the House, the legislation that they filed. And the name of these bills, once again, is Fair Pay for Comparable Work, Education Loan Repayment Program, Health Insurance Aggregation, Exemption from EMAC Supplements. So if you like information about the Council's legislative agenda, is available in the public policy section, once again, of the website, and includes fact sheets about each bill and bill text. If you have questions about the Council Pro Workforce Legislative agenda, you can contact Bill Yelenick at bill@providers.org, okay? Yeah, okay. Okay, well, I'm gonna move on to there's some more things I wanted to share with you about the Providers Council, but unfortunately we won't do it today because there's another thing on my mind. You know, the plight of homeless people is always down, and it's never up. So the thing is, this time of the year, like the opening video was expressing about helping the homeless prepare for winter, I got some things I want to share with you about how you can do that same thing right here in Cambridge, how you can help the homeless prepare for winter. So, you know, the plight is always down and never up, and so you can help to shed some light, maybe some joy, some happiness, and some brightness into the lives of homeless folks, you know, and especially this time of year when it's cold. Winter is, January, February, always the worst months in the winter. So here's a few hints out resources for people homeless in Cambridge during extreme winter weather. You know, the weather could get better. It could get, well, it could get better. It could get worse too. So, but to make preparations to help see the homeless through,
clothing, health services, and haircuts.
We'll get back to that in a minute. But to kind of pick their lives up, you know, and okay, so you can contact some of these sources here. Emergency shelter nights. Shelters have various processes, including daily lotteries for getting a bed. However, during winter weather events, expanded capacities will frequently be made available. So there's a Casper Emergency Service Center, 240 Albany Street, Cambridge. Their telephone number 617-661-0600, and you can always call them and inquire about any issues or questions that you have about the homeless, you know, and how you can help the homeless, or how you can help the homeless help themselves. There's the Harvard Square Homeless Shelter. That's 66 Winthrop Street, Cambridge, 617-547-2848 or 888-25 excuse me, 888-285-4038. This is the First Church, men's only. That's 11 Gardner Street, Cambridge, 617-661-873. And all these places I just mentioned, I'll share it with you, are places where homeless people can go for help during these extremely cold winter days and nights. There's a Heading Home Shelter, 109 School Street, Cambridge, 617-547-1885. And okay, it's a referral required for that agency, Heading Home Shelter, okay? Salvation Army Shelter, that's 402, a couple doors from CCTV here. Massachusetts Avenue, Cambridge, 617-547-3400. That's Salvation Army Shelter. St. Patrick's Women's Shelter, women only, 270 Washington Street, Somerville, 617-628-305. 3015. That's 617-628-3015. There's the Y2 Youth Shelter, age 18 to 24 only, 1 Church Street, Cambridge, 617-864-0795, and that's out in Harvard Square. So there are daily drop-in places too that you can steer the homeless to, or you tell them that there are places for them to go in the daytime. Okay, the Salvation Army. 402 Massachusetts Avenue, Cambridge, 617-547-3400. Hours Monday to Friday, 8:30 to 3 p.m. Saturday, 11:30 to 1 p.m. and Sunday, 1 to 3 p.m. On the Rise, women only, self-identified gender, 341 Broadway, Cambridge. Their number is 617-497-7968. So hours are Monday, Tuesday, Thursdays, Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m., Wednesdays and Fridays, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Intake required to access clients fit for program. And there's the Access Drug Users Health Program. That's a 359 Green Street, Cambridge, 617-599-0246. Hours Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. Except Thursday to 2 p.m. instead of 4 for anyone who misuses opiate or injects illicit substance, anonymous intake. So, and also there is the warming center, the Winter Warming Center. That's an overnight location, and they're in the basement of 806 Massachusetts Avenue, right downstairs in the back on Green Street from the citywide Cambridge Senior Center. Entrance is in the rear, like I said, on Green Street, and their telephone number 857-292-1870. So homeless people don't have to stay out in the cold. There are some resources here for them. And until the winter is over, I'm going to try to share some more of these resources with you every time that this broadcast comes on the air, and if it's God's will. Okay, so there are other. So I guess that's adequate for now. And once again, I want to tell you. Before I change the subject here, I want to share with you information about the Winter Warming Center. It's classified as a human service program by the city of Cambridge, and the Warming Center is contacted at their contact information. Telephone number is 617-349-6200, 51 Emmons Street, Cambridge, Mass. 02139. Hours of service Monday 8:30 a.m. 8 p.m. Tuesday through Friday, 8:30 to 5 p.m. And so there's no limit on the amount of folks that they can take in. So that's a place where homeless people can go, and it's an option for them, as it's better than staying out in the street. So they can always go into this place. Once again, that's 805. It's Mass Avenue. It's in the rear. It's the rear of the building. That's telephone number is okay. I guess I gave some wrong information here. Okay, the number I just gave you was the Human Service Programs at the 51 Emmons Street. Okay, so that's the department. That's the head of the whole program to serve homeless people. And for additional information about how you can help, you can call the Human Service Program Department at 51 Emmons Street, 617-349-6200, Cambridge, Massachusetts. Okay, and getting back to once again the Warming Center. That's the place where any time of the night, the homeless people can get in and get off the street. That's a Winter Warming Center, overnight basement, 806 Massachusetts Avenue, Cambridge. Entrance in the rear of Green Street, 857-292-1870. 1802. So you can help the homeless people, steer them to these places that I just mentioned to help protect them against the elements for the month of January and February, the worst months in a winter month. I mean, it's cold. It's cold outside right now, and it's forecasted that it's going to get even colder. So you don't want nobody winding up in a hospital with the hypothermia. You're reading about someone experiencing, had a bout with the hypothermia because they couldn't find a place to go into. Okay, and now turning to something else here. The mayor's office, okay, that's the mayor's office, is hosting a resource connector for residents and employees impacted by the federal shutdown on Monday, January 28th from 5 to 8 p.m. at City Hall in Cambridge. We're inviting the Cambridge Economic Opportunities Committee, Greater Boston Legal Service, Food for Free, WIC, Cambridge Housing Authority, Child Care Resource Center, Multi-Service Center, Cambridge Veteran Service, Find It Cambridge, and others. So please share with anyone who may be impacted by the shutdown. Okay, so it's a resource connector, and this is being hosted by the mayor's office for residents and employees impacted by the federal shutdown on Monday. So that's January 28th from 5 p.m. at the City Hall in Cambridge. So we want to see you there. So don't miss that one. Okay. There's one more thing that's coming up here in Cambridge within a few days. That's the Cambridge Digs Deep. This is a discussion number 2. It's a continuation of something that's been going on for I guess several months here in Cambridge. That's once again, it's the Cambridge Digs Deep discussion, Saturday, January 26, 2019, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. So that's location, Cambridge Rand and Latin School, main cafeteria, neighborhood, citywide. Contact Sarah Stillman, STILLMAN at cambridgema.gov. Contact Sarah Stillman, okay, SSTILLMAN at cambridgema.gov. The second in a series of conversations on equity, diversity, and inclusion, Cambridge Digs Deep is an initiative launched by the Mayor, Mark McGovern, and Councillor Simbo Sadekwi to engage the community in conversations about equity, privileges, diversity, inclusion, and race in a series of forums and workshops starting on November 2018, continuing through 2019. Mark McGovern and Councillor Sadekwi officers have partnered with Dr. Darnisa Amanti, CEO of the Disruptive Equity Education Project, focused on changing mindsets around equity and dismantling systematic oppression and racism. So don't you miss this one either. They're going to be at the Cambridge Rand and Latin School main cafeteria. January 26, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. We never have enough time to just do all we can and share as much as we can with you, but we still that doesn't mean that we don't care about you. We do, right here at the Your Human Service News and Information. So until next time, I want to leave you with the fact that always say, keep your nose clean, play it straight, and don't forget to help someone. That's you can do a lot of help during these cold months and helping the homeless to find some shelter, etc., and to accommodate some of their other basic needs that are being neglected. Okay, but there's another time for that subject, and right now we don't have too much time for anything. So I'd like to take you back to this video, the opening video, which was prepared in Toronto, Canada. It's about homeless, and we can get some hints from this video to apply some of these things in this video right here in Cambridge. So until next time, once again, I leave you as I came with the International Universal Cordial of Peace. Peace be unto you.
These are the essentials that many in our city can access on a daily basis. But today, Homeless Connect Toronto is helping over 1,000 Torontonians access these resources as we near the coldest months of the year.
There's a lot of people outside that are homeless that could use these services.
People started lining up around the block outside the Mattamy Athletic Center early this morning looking to access some of the vital services offered at the 5th annual event organized by Homeless Connect Toronto, which looks to serve those experiencing or at risk of homelessness. It allows clients to access one-stop shop services like dental, mental health, and addiction supports, eye exams, flu shots, clothing banks, housing, legal support, and even pet care. For first-time clients, it's a day that comes with relief.
This program relieves so many people, and they brought smiles to so many people's face.
Then there are the repeat clients like Charles Neal who use this event as an opportunity to access out-of-reach services like the ID clinic.
My health card, it runs out on December 23rd.
Last winter, the City of Toronto drew criticism for not having an effective plan to address what some say is a homeless crisis. It saw staff and council scrambling and asking the federal government for assistance in finding space for those who would otherwise be left out in the freezing cold. With the shelter occupancy rate hitting nearly 100%, it was clear the system was strained. City Councillor Kristen Wong-Tam calls today's event critical, but in looking ahead to this winter, she says city staff are already preparing for what's to come, but she still has some concerns.
The city still needs to find additional shelters facilities. That is an ongoing challenge. Even though we put 1,000 shelter beds into the 2018 budget, the staff were not able to spend it all. It's still back basic down to finding the appropriate sites, getting it all built, getting it ready to